Dodgers 5, Padres 4. Full highlights and key research. August 17th, 2025. Ominous swings and momentum shifts. Early Dodgers blitz. In the first inning, Freddie Freeman drilled a towering three-run homer to straightaway center, 422 feet, 103.9 miles per hour exit velocity off Yu Darvish's 95.5 miles per hour sinker. Andy Pages followed with a solo shot, 385 feet, 101.6 miles per hour electric vehicle, off splitter, giving the Dodgers a quick 4-0 lead. These two swings set the tone. Padres rally. The Padres clawed back with RBI hits and took advantage of Dodgers' pitching lapses, ultimately tying the game 4-4 in the eighth inning after Laureano's solo homer and situational hitting by their lineup. Home runs player team type in. Description EV distance Freddie Freeman. Dodgers 3-run HR first crush to center field 103.9 miles per hour, 422 feet. Andy Page's Dodgers solo HR first left center, players weekend bat, 101.6 miles per hour, 385 feet. Mookie Betts Dodgers solo home run eighth go-ahead, left center 394 feet. Ramon Laureano Padres solo home run, fifth right center 372 feet. Defensive web gems Will Smith Dodgers. C cut down three Padres runners attempting to steal second. Critical outs that stifled rallies and preserved the lead. Ramon Laureano, Padres CF, made a leaping catch in deep left center in the second to rob Rojas of extra bases. Michael Conforto, Dodgers outfielder. Sliding catch in left field in the third stopped a Padres threat. Padres infield, Xander Bogaerts and Jake Cronenworth, combined on a sharp double play in the middle innings. Pitching matchups. Dodgers. Tyler Glasnow started, dazzling for 2 innings, then struggled as Padres chipped away. He exited after 5 innings, 2 runs allowed. Dodgers' bullpen was patchwork. Anthony Banda, Ben Kasparius, and Alex Vesia got the save with a final strikeout of Machado. Padres. Yu Darvish yielded 4 runs, all scored on HRs, in the first but settled in through his next 4 frames. Reliever Robert Suarez gave up Mookie Betts' pivotal homer in the 8th. Key contributions. Both sides Dodgers Freddie Freeman. 3-run home run, total of 3 RBI in first inning. Veteran presence in a crucial series. Andy Page's solo HR, his 20th, scored key run, highlight defense. Mookie Betts. Go-ahead home run in the 8th inning. Team leader despite recent struggles. Will Smith, spectacular defensive game, controlling Padres' running game. Padres Ramon Laureano, solo HR, run-saving catch, key base running. Gavin Sheets and Ryan O'Hearn, doubles, clutch RBIs in middle innings to fuel comeback. Jake Cronenworth and Fernando Tatis Jr. contributed key at-bats but held in check. Tatis 1 for 10 with 5K over series. Unsung heroes Ben Kasparius, Dodgers, quietly snuffed a Padres rally in the 6th with a HBP and ground ball out. Dodgers bench. Timely defensive positioning allowed LA to weather the storm despite bullpen shakiness. Milestones and notable moments. Andy Page's 20th HR career milestone in a pivotal game. Players weekend bat like a pencil. Dodgers complete sweep. LA overtook first place in the NL West, now 2 games clear of SD. Freddie Freeman, 15th HR of the season. Attendance, 49,189 at Dodger Stadium for the tense division-high stake matchup. Mookie Betts, despite a career-worst season, delivered his biggest swing in ages. Tonight at Busch Stadium, the New York Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals delivered a game packed with momentum swings, clutch hits, defensive highlights, and a finish that put an exclamation point on the Yankees' dominance this series. At the end of 9 innings, the Yankees walked away with an 8-4 win, completing their first sweep in St. Louis since 2017. This game had everything. An emotional homecoming for Paul Goldschmidt, late-inning drama from Cody Bellinger, a clutch home run from Yoel Poso, and even a coach ejection that fired up the crowd. Let's take it inning by inning and unpack the story of this one. Yankees strike first, the 4th inning rally. For the first 3 innings, both teams traded zeros, with pitchers working out of jams and defenses making sharp plays. But in the top of the fourth, the Yankees broke through. Facing Cardinals starter Miles Mikolas, the Yankees strung together consecutive hits. First came a double from Paul Goldschmidt, and for him, it was more than just an extra base hit. This was his first series back in St. Louis after years as the Cardinals' franchise cornerstone, and the Busch Stadium crowd gave him a warm ovation even as he delivered against his former team. After Goldschmidt's knock, the Yankees kept the pressure on. Dominguez, Ryan McMahon, and Jose Caballero each delivered RBI singles in succession, cashing in runners and giving New York a 3-0 lead. It was classic Yankees baseball. Line drives, situational hitting, and taking advantage when Mikolas missed his spots. Cardinals answer back. Momentum swings. But the Cardinals weren't about to back down. In the bottom half, they chipped away at Yankees starter Will Warren. Thomas Segis came through with a 2 RBI double, slicing the deficit to 1. Moments later, Alec Burleson lined a sharp RBI single to bring the Cardinals all the way back, tying the game 3-3. The real highlight came in the 6th inning. With the game still close, Yoel Pozo stepped in against a hanging slider at 87 miles per hour. He didn't miss. Pozo crushed it 404 feet to left center, a no-doubt solo homer with an exit velocity of 103.2 miles per hour. That swing gave St. Louis their first lead of the night, 4-3, and sent the home fans into a frenzy. Adding to the moment, Pozo used a bat commemorating his young son, making the blast even more emotional. Bellinger responds, the game-tying RBI trailing by a run. The Yankees needed a spark. And in the 7th inning, they found it. With Trent Grisham on base, Cody Bellinger delivered. His sacrifice fly was deep enough to score Grisham and tie the game 4-4. It wasn't flashy, no towering homer or screaming line drive, but it was exactly what the Yankees needed. A veteran stepping up in a pressure spot, keeping the game even heading into the late innings. The decisive 9th, Yankees put it away. Everything changed in the top of the 9th. With the game tied, the Yankees loaded the bases and put all the pressure squarely on the Cardinals' infield. Bellinger came up again, and once more he delivered. This time it was a sharp grounder to second base. What should have been a routine play turned into disaster for St. Louis. A throwing error allowed 2 runs to score, and suddenly the Yankees had regained the lead 6-4. New York wasn't finished. Jazz Chisholm Jr. followed with an RBI groundout to extend the lead. Then, fittingly, it was Paul Goldschmidt again, against his former club, ripping an RBI double that pushed the Yankees' advantage to 8-4. That 9th inning surge sealed the deal, leaving the Cardinals stunned and the Yankees celebrating in their dugout. Pitching notes. A gritty night on the mound. For the Yankees, Will Warren battled the St. Louis Heat, grinding through 4 2/3 innings. He allowed 3 runs but only 1 earned on 95 pitches, striking out 3. It wasn't his sharpest outing, but it was gutsy, and the bullpen picked him up from there. Relievers like Tim Hill and others shut down the Cardinals' bats in the late innings, keeping the game tied long enough for the offense to break through in the 9th. For the Cardinals, Miles Mikolas was serviceable through the early frames, but faltered in the 4th. He was tagged for 3 runs and left with a no decision after the St. Louis rally got him off the hook. Stars of the night Cody Bellinger, 3 RBIs, including the game-tying sac fly in the 7th and the go-ahead grounder in the 9th. His steady presence made the difference. Paul Goldschmidt, a memorable homecoming. 3 hits, including a double in the 4th and an RBI in the 9th. The fans cheered him warmly, but he reminded them why he's still one of the game's best hitters. Yoel Pozo, his 6th inning homer, gave the Cardinals their only lead of the night, and with the story of his commemorative bat, it was one of the most emotional highlights of the game. Trent Grisham and Jazz Chisholm Jr. both played key roles with base